Now it's time for a quick look at the top stories in India and across the world. After 14 hours of raid, the CBI left the residence of Delhi's Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia. The raids that began at 7 a.m. ended at 10:30 p.m. last night. Sisodia's residence was raided in connection with the excise policy scam, the policy that was recently introduced by the Delhi government in the national capital.
सीबीआई की टीम आई थी, उन्होंने पूरे घर की तलाशी ली। मेरा जो कंप्यूटर है वो भी सीज करके ले गए, मेरा फ़ोन जो था पर्सनल वो भी सीज करके ले गए हैं। हमने कुछ गलत नहीं किया, हमने कहीं कोई भ्रष्टाचार नहीं किया, इसलिए हम डरते भी नहीं हैं। सब लोग जानते हैं कि किस तरह से सीबीआई को ऊपर से कंट्रोल करके दिल्ली सरकार के अच्छे काम रोकने की कोशिश की जा रही है।
The Aam Aadmi Party hit out at the centre after Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia's residence was raided yesterday in connection with the Liquor Policy 2022. Senior leaders accused the centre of political vendetta.
It is very clear that the Bharatiya Janata Party is insecure as far as Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal are concerned. Now with Aam Aadmi Party's growing popularity in Gujarat, the Bharatiya Janata Party just wants to stop Arvind Kejriwal using whatever method possible. They will not find 1 rupee worth of corruption in any policy of the Aam Aadmi Party of the Delhi government. The whole country is watching. They're seeing the fact that you have an illicit liquor hooch tragedy in Gujarat. The CBI doesn't go to investigate that.
तो इन कार्रवाइयों में कुछ निकलना नहीं है और ये बात बिल्कुल स्पष्ट हो गई कि मोदी जी की लड़ाई कोई भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ नहीं है। उनकी लड़ाई सीधे तौर पे केजरीवाल और विपक्ष के खिलाफ। लगातार वही कोशिश हो रही है, पहले भी यही कोशिश हुई। छवि धूमिल करने के अलावा बताइए और है क्या? नीरव मोदी 20,000 करोड़ लूट के बैठा है, उस पर कोई कार्रवाई नहीं करते। भारतीय जनता पार्टी का असली चेहरा पूरे देश और दुनिया के सामने बेनकाब हो रहा है।
Meanwhile, the BJP welcomed the CBI raids at Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia's residence yesterday. Party leaders Arvind Kejriwal government of indulging in corrupt practices against the garb of excise policy. Delhi BJP unit chief Adish Gupta alleged that Manish Sisodia colluded with liquor mafia, leading to loss of huge revenue to the exchequer.
वेंडेटा पॉलिटिक्स की बात तब आती है जब वो गोवा जाते हैं और वहाँ पे उनकी जमानत जब्त हो जाती है, उत्तरांचल जाते हैं वहाँ पे उनकी जमानत जब्त हो जाती है। और ये आप अपना विश्वास रखिए, मैं आम आदमी पार्टी के लोगों को बोलना चाहता हूँ कि जब सीबीआई मनीष सिसोदिया को हथकड़ी लगाकर कोर्ट में पेश करेगी तो कोर्ट में सीबीआई को सबूत दिखाने पड़ेंगे। तो आपको लिकर पॉलिसी के बारे में ही जवाब देना पड़ेगा, इसलिए वो तैयारी करें कि कोर्ट में जाकर वो क्या बोलेंगे।
The BJP has accused the Aam Aadmi Party of highlighting paid news copies after the Aam Aadmi Party tweeted a picture of a report on the education model in Delhi was carried in the New York Times. BJP Shehzad Poonawalla even compared the similarities between the articles of New York Times and Khaleej Times.
न्यू यॉर्क टाइम्स में जो ये आर्टिकल जो छपा है जिसके आधार पर ये वर्ल्ड क्लास एजुकेशन मॉडल की बातें कर रहे हैं, ऐसा ही हूबहू आर्टिकल खलीज टाइम्स में छपा है और यहां तक कि फोटोज और वर्ड्स भी सेम हैं। आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड कि न्यूयॉर्क टाइम्स के अलग अलग एडिशंस में वो छप जाए, पर न्यूयॉर्क टाइम्स और खलीज टाइम्स दोनों में सेम आर्टिकल, सेम फोटोज कैसे छप सकते हैं?
न्यूयॉर्क टाइम्स का सर्टिफिकेट आप लो अरविंद केजरीवाल जी, भारत को जरूरत नहीं है। हमें अच्छी तरह पता है कि आपकी पेड न्यूज की क्या मास्टरी है, लेकिन हम उसमें जाना ही नहीं चाहते हैं। न्यूयॉर्को टाइम में छपा, खलीजो टाइम में छपा है, दोनों फोटो हुआ एक ही है। अब इतना इनकी पत्रकारों की कमी हो गई है क्या खलीज टाइम्स और न्यूयॉर्क टाइम्स को?
New York Times has clarified that a lot of publications, including Khaleej Times, license their articles. AAP MP Raghav Chadha hit back at the BJP after the Saffron Party accused the Delhi government of paying NYT for the article. Raghav Chadha said no news of any BJP leader was ever printed there. BJP calls itself the biggest party in the world. It's the richest political party. They should appear on New York Times' front page daily if someone can buy them.
आज तक कभी भाजपा के किसी नेता की खबर तो छुपी नहीं। अगर पेड न्यूज है तो सबसे ज्यादा पैसा तो भाजपा के पास है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी अपने आप को दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी पार्टी कहती है। सबसे अमीर पार्टी है, तो उसे तो रोज फ्रंट पेज पे होना चाहिए न्यूयॉर्क टाइम्स के, अगर न्यूयॉर्क टाइम्स को कोई खरीद सकता है। तो ये तो हास्यास्पद बयान है, इन पे क्या बेफजूल की चर्चा की जाए।
उन्हें गर्व करना चाहिए कि हमारे देश की अच्छी बातें छप रही हैं, और वो कह रहे हैं कि ये फेक न्यूज है। खलीज टाइम्स में आर्टिकल के नीचे लिखा हुआ है, कर्टसी न्यूयॉर्क टाइम्स। हिंदुस्तान की सबसे अमीर पार्टी कौन सी है? भारतीय जनता पार्टी है। ये खुद बताते हैं। इनको जितनी डोनेशन मिलती है उससे ज्यादा डोनेशन किसी के पास नहीं।
Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel hit out at the Aam Aadmi Party over the education model. Bhupesh Baghel said that AAP has not built even a single school or one hospital building in Delhi. Aam Aadmi Party is only good at advertising.
आप पार्टी के लोग हैं, वो सक्षम हैं, वो जवाब देने के लिए, उसके बारे में मुझे जानकारी नहीं है। अच्छा काम कौन सा कर लिए आप पार्टी वाले? केवल प्रोपेगेंडा कर लिए। एक हॉस्पिटल बिल्डिंग बनाया हो दिल्ली में बता दे, एक स्कूल बिल्डिंग बनाया हो तो दिल्ली में बता दे। केवल प्रचार और प्रचार और प्रचार, उसके अलावा कुछ नहीं।
Congress organized a commemorative program to mark the 78th birth anniversary of former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi at Veer Bhumi. Congress leaders Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra paid tribute. 2 months after Rahul Gandhi's Wayanad office was vandalized after protests by members of the Students' Federation of India, 4 people, include Rahul Gandhi's staff, have been arrested. They have been accused of damaging a picture of Mahatma Gandhi in the office. Remember, the Congress had accused SFI of vandalism. An Indian Air Force contingent has reached Australia to take part in exercise Pitch Black. The biennial multinational exercise hosted by the Royal Australian Air Force will see the participation of over 100 aircrafts and 2,500 military personnel from various air forces. Meanwhile, en route Australia, the French Air Force refueled Sukhoi Su-30 MKI fighter jets of the Indian Air Force. It was for the first time that France has refueled Indian jets in flight during their projection. IAF thanked France for the mid-air refueling support. Shri Mata Vaishno Devi Yatra has resumed this morning. The Yatra was halted after heavy downpour and a flood-like situation emerged in JNK's Banganga and Himkoti area of the Crave Shrine. No loss of life reported in the incident.
श्राइन बोर्ड ने पूरी तैयारी की होती है। कल जब ये यात्रा को रोका गया था, जो लोग भवन में थे उनका आंकड़ा इनके पास था, और यहाँ से जब यात्रा को बंद कर दिया गया तो इन्होंने यही निर्णय लिया था कि जो लोग भवन में फंसे हुए हैं पहले उनको वापस लाएं। रोजाना यहाँ पर इस समय 15 से लेकर 20,000 के करीब यात्री जो है वो आ रहे हैं, और अब नई यात्रा जो है वो आज सुबह शुरू हुई है। अभी तो माना जा रहा है कि 10 से 12,000 श्रद्धालु जो है वो कटरा भवन के जहाँ कटरा बस स्टैंड और अन्य होटलों में ठहरा हुआ था, जो अभी दर्शन के लिए निकला है।
2 people dead and 6 have been injured due to suffocation and overcrowding. According to police officials, during Mangla Aarti at Banke Bihari in Mathura, one devotee fainted at the exit gate of the temple, due to which movement of devotees was restricted. As there was a huge crowd, many inside the premises were suffocated due to humidity. A flash flood-like situation occurred due to incessant torrential rainfall at Tapkeshwar Mahadev Temple in Uttarakhand's Dehradun. Another incident of a cloudburst was reported by locals at 2:45 a.m. in the Sarket village in Raipur block in Uttarakhand's Dehradun district. SDRF team was rushed immediately to the spot. According to SDRF officials, all the people stuck in the village were rescued, while some took shelter in a resort nearby. Gujarat is reeling under floods and Surat is the worst hit. Take a look.
Roads turned into rivers, resulting in several vehicles getting submerged. Water even entered people's homes, forcing people to move to higher floors.
हम लोगों को बहुत तकलीफ होता है, पानी इतना आता है ना।
Drone footage shows most of Surat inundated. There is water for as long as the eye can see. Most people remained confined to their homes, but this pregnant woman had to be evacuated from her flooded home. A boat was brought in to take her to a safer location.
Nearly 5 lakh people have been affected by devastating. People were stuck in neck-deep water, waiting to be evacuated. Relief and rescue teams reached maroon villages on boats and moved people to safety. Incessant rains have triggered floods across the state. Maharashtra is also reeling under floods after heavy rains.
Several rivers in Maharashtra are in spate after incessant rains for the last 24 hours. Despite dangerous conditions, this group of people decided to cross a river in Nashik. But the water was flowing so fast that they lost their balance. They held each other's hands and managed to cross the river to safety. Similar pictures surfaced from Vidarbha in Maharashtra. Rainwater left roads flooded and entered several homes. Several people were seen wading through knee-deep water. Teams from the National Disaster Response Force were roped in to evacuate people from flooded areas.
A very tragic incident has been reported from J&K's Udhampur district, where 2 children have lost as a mud house collapsed due to landslides in Samol village. According to the Udhampur administration, rescue teams, after getting the information, were rushed to the spot and had recovered the dead bodies from the debris of the collapsed house. There's widespread devastation in Punjab's Gurdaspur after heavy rains.
Flash floods after heavy rains engulfed this road in Gurdaspur. Pretty soon the whole area was flooded, causing residents to panic. Entire fields were left completely inundated. Rescue teams were called in to evacuate marooned residents. Since the roads have turned into rivers, relief teams came on boats. Armed with life jackets, the rescue teams evacuated hundreds and brought them to relief camps.
In Bihar, Bhagalpur, this house next to a river crumbled within seconds. This happened after the water level in the Ganga reduced, leading to erosion of the soil. In fact, due to land degradation, soil is getting increasingly eroded, leading to collapse of these houses. A 4-story building in Mumbai collapsed in. Thankfully, there were no injuries.
This is the moment a dilapidated 4-story building came crumbling down. Panicked bystanders ran for their lives as debris from the building fell on the road and even trees came crashing down. Fire brigade personnel rushed to the spot to check if anyone was trapped under the debris. But thankfully, no casualties or injuries were reported in the building collapse. The building itself was declared dilapidated by the BMC and had been vacated earlier.
One person was brutally assaulted on camera in Haryana's Kurukshetra.
The man was pulled out of a car and beaten black and blue. He was slapped, punched and beaten with sticks. The attackers even sat on the victim's chest and continued to assault him. He was thrashed so badly that he fell unconscious. Bystanders rushed to his rescue and appealed the attackers to stop. The victim was badly injured and rushed to the hospital. After the assault video went viral, police managed to nab the accused. The trigger for the assault was that victim's car collided with the accused.
A BJP worker in Agra was caught on camera abusing police officers.
This video, which was shot by a cop, shows the BJP worker throwing a fit. He not only abuses the policemen but also threatens them. Seeing the video being shot, some supporters of the BJP worker even tried to snatch the cop's phone. After the video went viral, a case has been registered against 15 people, including the BJP worker.
A horrific road accident in Maharashtra's Buldhana was captured on camera.
An auto rickshaw can be seen taking a U-turn when all of a sudden a speeding bike crashes into it. The impact of the crash is so much that the auto is pushed to the other side of the road and the biker and pillion rider are flung off the two-wheeler. Bystanders rush to assist the injured bikers. The occupants of the auto also manage to step out of the vehicle. The bikers are rushed to a hospital and undergo treatment.
A shocking video of a person pulling a leopard by its tail is going viral. A man is seen holding the leopard by its tail and one of its hind legs as the animal tries to free itself from his clutches. On filming this abusive act from a distance.